One of the best-selling BMW SUVs is getting a complete makeover for 2025. This is the new X3. It has fresh new looks, updated technology, it's a little bit bigger, and it has a new naming convention. Starting with this 2025 X3, BMW will be dropping the lowercase I from all of their future model trims. This one will be simply known as the X3 30 xDrive or M50 xDrive. No more 30i or M40i. Though the naming convention is different, the options of powertrains remain the same. Standard is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and optional is a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine with the same 8-speed automatic transmission. What has changed is the addition of a 48-volt mild hybrid system for the 4-cylinder engine and a small increase to power outputs for both engines. The X3 30 xDrive now develops 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The X3 M50 develops 393 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque. The addition of the 48-volt mild hybrid system with this 2-liter engine means that it is more responsive than the previous generation. This is most noticeable at low RPMs, for example when you're setting off from a stop or just cruising on a highway. Lightly roll on the throttle and the engine responds immediately. This mild hybrid system aids in more ways than one. Not only does it help with engine response, but it also improves the fuel economy. This 2025 BMW X3 30 xDrive is rated for 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers combined, while the older 2024 BMW X3 30i xDrive was rated for 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers combined. That is a huge savings at the pumps. It's a similar story for the more powerful inline 6 engine. The 2025 M50 is rated for 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers combined, while the 2024 M40i was rated for 10.1 liters per 100 kilometers combined. Another key change to this new X3 is the steering and suspension. BMW really is infusing fun back into the driving dynamics of their cars. This 2025 X3 has a new steering system which aids maneuverability in a city environment with an easy and light feel. But it can quickly become firm and precise when you find yourself on more entertaining backcountry roads. In addition to the sharp steering, the suspension has been given an update as well, particularly to the M50 version with the optional adaptive dampers. In Sport and Sport Plus modes, the shocks resist more body roll, which helps keep the tires in constant contact with the road as well as improving responsiveness. But the dampers are now softer than before when switched to the comfort mode, which provides a smoother ride for daily driving on city roads. Speaking of comfort, the 2025 BMW X3 can be equipped with adaptive cruise control with stop-go functionality, lane control which keeps the car centered in your lane, and lane change assist which will assist in making lane changes when you turn on the left or right indicators. All of these functions reduce the strain of daily commutes during rush hour traffic. When you arrive at your destination, the car can park itself if it is equipped with the Parking Assistant Professional and the My BMW app. You just have to perform the parking maneuver yourself once while the car is recording, and then the X3 will remember the location and perform it without any intervention. Additionally, when you're in a parking lot, the car can detect parking spots and park in them in reverse or forwards. It can also get out of a parking spot if you find it a bit too tricky to perform the maneuver yourself. Inside the 2025 X3, it has grown a little bit in size. However, you won't notice that in these front seats, nor will you notice it in these back seats. Headroom and legroom remains virtually unchanged to the previous generation across both rows of seats. Where you will notice the extra size difference is in the trunk. Cargo capacity has increased to 570 liters behind the second row and 1,700 liters with the 40-20-40 rear seats folded. Under the floor, you'll find a little bit of storage for small items, as well as a compact spare wheel, if equipped. One of the biggest changes that you'll notice in the new X3 is the design. It took a lot of inspiration from other BMW vehicles such as the i5 and the i7. It consists of 2 screens, one for the driver instrumentation and one for the infotainment system, and it's made to look like one solid piece of glass. There are some capacitive touch controls right underneath the main screen, along with a wireless phone charging pad. But one feature that I really like is the updated ambient lighting system. It spans across the dashboard, the door panels, and a little bit on the center console. It is customizable with different colors to choose from, and it also reacts to different functions. For example, if you turn on the hazards, they flash as well. Other features that can be added to the 2025 BMW X3 include ventilated front seats, a head-up display, Harman Kardon surround sound system, heated seats in the back, and a BMW drive recorder. Much like the inside, the outside of the new BMW X3 looks drastically different than before. The trademark BMW kidney grills have a shape that is reminiscent of those on the BMW XM, but just not as big as the ones on the XM. The headlights have been simplified with just two simple L-shaped daytime running lights and full LED headlamps. 19-inch wheels come standard on the xDrive 30 version, with a few choices of 20 or 21-inch wheels. The M50 variant has just 20-inch and 21-inch wheel options. And finally, around back, the taillights are reminiscent of those on the BMW X5, with quad exhaust pipes rounding out the design of the X3 M50. The X3 xDrive has hidden exhaust pipes behind the bumper. The 2025 BMW X3 has a starting price of $58,900 and is available right now at both BMW locations under the OpenRoad Group, including the BMW store in Vancouver and BMW Langley. This M50 version starts at $74,900. So what are your thoughts on the new BMW X3? Please comment down below and do get in touch with our knowledgeable product specialist to schedule a test drive of this new SUV. In the meantime, thank you for watching and see you next time.